Howdy folks, Frankie Day back again on YouTube. This afternoon on YouTube I have another collection from the builds of my past. This time is another scratch built paper model that I built many years ago, probably about 40 years ago to be exact. This is a 1/32 scale made from scratch using the aircraft drawings from Paul Matt's volume number 4. This is the Polikarpow PO-2. This is, of all Russian and Soviet aircraft that I've always enjoyed and liked the most, this is the airplane that I really love the most of all Russian aircraft. There's something about it. It captures the 1930 biplane era, and it's a very versatile airplane indeed, to say the least. It's a fighter aircraft. It's a bomber, and this aircraft, incidentally, is flown by the night witches of the Polish squadron. And so you had a lot of female aviators back in those days during Warsaw and Stalingrad when they used the night witches. They were all female pilots for that squadron, their Polish squadron, and they did their jobs very, very well indeed, fellas. I mean, they're equal as a man. And the PO-2 has always been my favorite aircraft. It has a wingspan of 42 feet. And it can carry 4 external bomb load payloads, and I believe it has a Lewis 30 caliber machine gun on aft on the observer, and you got your pilot. This is a tandem seat aircraft, folks, like typical biplanes of that era. You got a pilot, you got your observer, and also your gunner. And this is a entirely scratch built airplane using the plans from volume number 4 of Paul Matt's aircraft drawings. The kit is modeled in 1/32 scale. It's made entirely and completely out of paper. The formers and wing ribs are made from Bristol board. And incidentally, folks, when you use a tip using paper, when you start to venture into paper modeling, when you start making your wing ribs and your formers and your spars, there's always an excellent good effort to take your acrylite glue, ACC, however you pronounce it, and apply some of that ACC on that cardboard. You'd be surprised how it turns into plastic real quick. Here's a close-up view, fellas. There's the engine right there. It's a 5-cylinder. And each one of those cylinders has got 40 pieces, each one of those cylinders, all made out of paper. See, I got a punch set, folks, that can make a disc in different sizes. So, using smaller size, working way up, I made the cylinder heads right there, as you can see. And the wiring, the plumbing that goes from the cylinder heads into your exhaust system, to your manifold system, that's all made from a solder. The propeller's made entirely from cardboard, light cardboard, reinforced with 4 wire. The wing ribs both wings are treated the same way as that on my Sopwith triplane. As you see my gun, the gun back there, folks, I made that from paper and tubing. Use paper tubing. And like I say, go back to the wings, folks. They're treated exactly the same way I did in my Sopwith triplane, and they were scored from the inside, and they raised up from the outside, as you can see, as if they're real ribs. This time, this airplane was made from a box of Cheerios, folks. It's made from something else. I don't know what the heck I used. I think I know what it was. I think I used vanilla cardstock for it. That's what it was. And like I say, folks, if anybody wants any card modeling like that, you know how to use and work from plans. Cardboard is excellent stuff to use. You'd be surprised what paper can do. It's a long lost art form that used to be popular in the United States of America. Now it's pretty well still popular even then in European nations, and they even still model today. I'm a member of papermodelers.com. I got a lot of my builds there, so anybody wants to see most of my work, my handle is DeckApe, and go to www.paper.com, and you'll see all my work. And when you look after it, you take Lazy Susan and make a walk around on this thing. It's getting a little old, folks. This came out of my wife's carryout. She wanted me share this with you guys. I said, well, maybe the fellows like this, Frank. I said, well, works for me and works for them. I know that. That's getting old, folks. It's starting to get a little bit of dust, and I hate dust. And as you walk out, you can see the details in it. And I'll back up and pick up the plane, lay it on the backside. And the other side is treated exactly precisely as the top side, fellas. There you go. Thumbs up, boys. Here we go. Let's zoom right back in and take a look at that engine again. We got to take a look at that engine. There it is, folks. I hope you can get a better view of the engine right there on the other side. You can see how the exhaust it exits back towards the where the undercarriage is at. The undercarriage is made out of cardboard disc, like I said before. I checked that by many lathe. Using a file or sandpaper, whatever you want to use, I turned them. And you can see where the understore rack's underneath the bottom wings right there. So it carries 4 bonds. I never did make the bonds for them. I just said, what the hell, leave them off. You can see the wing tip skids on the edge of the wings. And paper is starting to warp a little bit because I put some dope on it. And dope will really put warps in your balsa wood airplanes and also your paper. You don't use it right wisely, so I mixed 50-50, but now I go to Krylon Clear. Krylon Clear is known as magic in a can, fellas. You'd be surprised how good that stuff is. And another walk around here, you can take a look at it. And it's not my Sunday finest work, though, but it's passable. And the landing gear and the wing strut, cabin struts and interplane struts are all reinforced with 4-wire. There he goes, handsome George. So you're building biplanes out of paper, fellas. We've cut out your cabin struts, interplane struts. Be sure to reinforce them with 4-wire. It gives them extra strength and rigidity, and you can, if they warp a little bit, you can straighten them out because they got that wire in here. That dope, Aerogloss dope, makes that thing shine, fellas. I built this model 40 years ago. It's a pure airplane indeed. Well, guys, it's time for me to sign off here right now. Time's going short. And so please stay tuned for my update, a complete update on my ballistic submarine USS Washington. And I'll have another update on Speedy 197's 1960 aircraft, jets and prop-driven aircraft. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in again, and stay tuned for 2 great colossal builds coming up on the first of the year. And I'll back off here and give you a wavy bye-bye, and that'll be that. Maybe I got a little more time. There you go, fellas. We'll catch you later, boys. We'll see you in the next YouTube presentation. Y'all be good now. Bye now.